Hey everybody, so this video sort of sits in the middle in between project one and project two. You don't need this content to complete project one, but you're going to want it before you begin project two. And this is the video where we're going to turn on GitHub Copilot so we can get some AI assistance inside of Visual Studio Code. And as you can tell, I'm trying to orient everything around Visual Studio Code. That's kind of our home base of operations in this course. So to get started, I want to draw your attention to, again, the community site. There's a resources tab out there. And under the resources tab, which you've been to before, this is where we had all the other sign up stuff. There's a new document out there. It says the GitHub Education Setup Guide. So I'm going to just take a quick look at that. I'm not going to run through it all, but I do want you to know where this is, and I want you to run through the steps that are outlined in this document. Let me just say a couple things. Number one, I'm not trying to do all of the setups that Microsoft is going to recommend for you. What we're doing in this course is a little bit of a Frankenstein monster, right? Where we're using Amazon and S3 and Lambda as hosted inside of AWS. That's our hosting environment. But for our AI assistance, I'm going with Microsoft for that. Now I could have oriented the course around Amazon's Code Whisperer and Amazon Q. Those are kind of the Amazon alternatives to GitHub Copilot. Well, why didn't you do that? Well, the big reason why I didn't do that is because there's no way that you would have managed to have free tier access on those things. My feel when I looked at the pricing, it seemed very likely to me that most students would burn through all of that free stuff pretty quickly, and I didn't want students to have to incur any cost for the course. And so that's the biggest reason. The other reason I'm doing it this way, just free information, is that really, GitHub Copilot is powered by ChatGPT and OpenAI products. So it really is, the kind of the leading technology in that space. So this is more of a mishmash than maybe I would have wanted. The Amazon hosting environment plus the uh, Microsoft GitHub Copilot, but it works. Okay, so that's my call. I have to make a judgment call as to what's best for the class. So what can you do if you go here to the PDF document? Full disclosure, I used a little bit of AI to write this for me. I went through the process myself as a GitHub education instructor. This is the way I remember it, right? So I'm going to ask you to do a couple things here. First, you say, well, where do I go? What do I do? Well, the links are right down in here. So you'll go to github.com/education. There's a sign up button there. You're going to fill in your username, your @temple.edu email address, and your password. You get to make up a username. You get to make up a password. And it's really important that here you use @temple.edu. I know over on the Amazon side, I said, I don't care. You can use Yahoo or whatever. This is different. This is a completely different login, and you need to use @temple.edu in order to get your free educational credits. So that's warning number 2 up there. It says you need to use your @temple.edu account, and then warning number 1 is actually, I said this earlier, Microsoft is going to push a lot of extensions and a lot of extra stuff that you don't need for this course, because we're not using GitHub really. We're just getting the AI features that we want. We're just getting Copilot. We're not really using, it's called GitHub Copilot. All we're really using is the Copilot part, not the GitHub part. So you're going to see a lot of content here that you can just ignore. Okay, I'm going to leave you to do all this. You fill that form out. Um, they're going to ask you to provide a photocopy or a photo of your student ID. You should be able to get that uh, approved. And once you're approved, you get some free stuff. But the big thing that you get, and this is probably more, this is definitely more than you care about. Uh, you get all this private GitHub stuff, but you get the free use of GitHub Copilot. So that's it for this video. I'm going to stop there. That's under 6 minutes. It's a great place for me to stop. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up Visual Studio Code.